So I just wanted to show you something slightly different today, and that is that you don't actually have to have the seams in the generic locations, and actually by just playing with this one trick you can create some really interesting designs. So at the moment what I've done is I've just pivoted the dart into the armhole here, and then I've just traced around the back and the front blocks. So I've got the pattern pieces joined together along the seam line. So what I'm going to do is draw in a completely different seam line, and I've basically got rid of this one because I've joined these two together. And generally you find seams down the side seam, and they don't have to be there, they don't have to be down the centre front, they don't have to be down the centre back. You can create some really interesting designs by just moving them. And the same with the sleeve, you don't have to have the seam which will actually end up underneath your arm. You don't have to have it there, you can have it so it basically spirals around your arm, which can look really, really cool. So I'm just going to show you this example here, and all you literally need to do is draw on, I'll draw it on with a more obvious pen, where you want a new seam line to be. So you can ignore this one here, and then you can literally just draw on like a funky curve shape or something different, and then all you have to do to turn it into a seam line is cut along it. Now, before I finish cutting along here, one thing you do want to remember is just to draw notch points across it, so it's really obvious as to how it matches up, and because it's going to be a slight curve you will find it pulls slightly, so you just have to be really careful that you're matching it up correctly when you sew it together. So all you want to do is just draw a couple of lines over it where the curve is most prominent, and then you can just carry on cutting up it. So then you've got two pattern pieces, you've got a really funky shaped seam line, it's not where it was before, and it's just something slightly different. And you can do the same with the sleeve. So you could draw like a line across here, so then you'd have a seam line across here, and then what you want to do is just cut off this bit and move it over to the other side, and just keep doing that until you've got a pattern piece that goes all the way together, and then you're going to have a really interesting seam line.